This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
Gets by and jams it down. Paul Olsen on the dunk.
Ready to board the batter. She'll try a bunt. Pops away from Branty, runner to the plate, and scores. 1-0.
Ball will drop back to pass again. This one's over the middle and intercepted by Gunnar Broughton. At the 40, at the 30, at the 25, 20, and he has a man to beat. Cuts inside, 10-5, touchdown, Gunnar Broughton on the pick six. We'll send it over, but the Vikings will keep it alive. Duke Shiro comes back on the attack and gets the kill.
Because it all comes down to today. Ground ball hugging the first base line, and it hit the bag and bounces away from Holzer into foul territory. Runner will try to score, throw to the plate, Upgrand scores. Everybody's safe. And a fortuitous bounce gets the Vikings a run. It's 2-0.
Paul Olsen for the alley-oop! Paul Olsen on the alley-oop!
Now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Jerlow Field in Kindred. It's homecoming night. It was Parents' Night. We recorded Parents' Night. We'll get that uploaded to you a little bit later. We weren't able to get live for that, unfortunately, but we do have it recorded, so we'll release that in the near future. Mike Mason alongside Josh Elmaris. Josh, how you doing?
Doing good. It's been a fun week.
Awesome. It sure has. And, the weather doesn't look as bad as it did on the hour-by-hour forecast at 8 o'clock this morning. It looks like maybe we could have set up on the roof, but we are inside tonight, and it's still a great view, as you can see. The guy waving his hands right in front of our camera is having a good time, and the Vikings are in the darker or the lighter blue, I guess you could say. And then the Bulldogs over here in the white with the even darker navy blue colored pants on the jerseys. So this one should be a good one here. Josh, your initial thoughts on this one? What kind of research have you done on this matchup here?
Well, I think it's going to be a game in which Kindred is going to have an opportunity for a young quarterback to come in. I shouldn't say young, but he's a junior quarterback. Jorgen Swenson is going to be coming into the game here today, getting an opportunity. I think that the Vikings are going to really rally around Jorgen Swenson. He's getting a big opportunity here. And Sargent Central, they're in a situation where they have to win one of their next 3 games to make the playoffs. So I think they're going to battle hard, and I think it'll be interesting.
I couldn't have said it better myself here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of your pregame show right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you. From top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
The Kindred Area Community Foundation was established in 2005 as a permanent endowment fund managed by the North Dakota Community Foundation. Earnings from the fund are given as grants every year to nonprofit organizations or government entities that support the 5 communities of Davenport, Hickson, Leonard, Kindred, Walcott, all located within the Kindred School District boundaries. For instructions on how to register your organization and to apply for a grant, visit www.ndcf.net/kindred and click on the Apply tab.
22 starting.
All right, welcome back. Jerlow Field here. We're about maybe 6 minutes away from the national anthem. Here they're going to have a flyover. I'm going to try my best camera work on it. I did pretty good at the flyover at the baseball field, right? Yeah, so we'll see if I can go 2 for 2 tonight. Josh, keys to the game for both the Vikings and the Bulldogs. What do you think these two teams need to do here tonight?
Well, I'll start with the Vikings. I think that what will be interesting for the Vikings tonight is Jorgen Swenson. As I alluded to earlier, he's going to be starting quarterback for the Vikings. It'll be his first varsity start. Max McQuillan is going to be out. He has an illness. Hopefully they get him back soon. But a couple things about Max McQuillan before we move on. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the state. He's an incredibly physical young man. He's a good runner. He can pass the ball. He manages the game so well. And I think that one of the best things about Max is just his leadership abilities. And Jorgen Swenson's been watching him for a while. I have the utmost confidence that Jorgen is going to come out tonight. He's going to have a fantastic game. He's a very good runner, state track champion. He can throw the ball. He's a multi-sport athlete, plays baseball. I think managing the game is going to be one of the things that he might falter in a little bit, but he'll do great, I think, and leadership-wise, he's an outstanding young man. I think the offensive line for the Vikings, they're going to rally around Jorgen. They're going to have a little extra edge, I think, and they're going to really, I think, get some good push, and we're going to see a lot from Trey Heinrich tonight. And then Kylan Swenson, I think, is going to get quite a few carries. The young man, just a freshman. So I think the key to the game for the Vikings is really to rally around Jorgen Swenson, give him an opportunity to showcase some of his athleticism, and just do what the Vikings are hoping to do throughout not only tonight but throughout the rest of the season and into the postseason. For Sargent County, I think that they've got to really work hard to keep this game as close as they can for as long as they can. Just like I talked about with Jorgen Swenson, he's going to be a little bit green. He might make a couple mistakes. If they can stay in this game into the third quarter, if they can stay into this game into the fourth quarter, deep into the fourth quarter, then the advantage, I think, swings to them to see what their veteran quarterback, Avery McFarland, who I know Sargent County Bulldog fans are thinking, hey, we've got a good quarterback too. If you can get late in the game and let Avery McFarland, a third-year starter, very efficient young man, I think then the advantage swings to them. So keep it tight for as long as you can, and then we'll have some interesting things late in the game. That should do her for the keys of the game. I think we'll swing it back over to some commercials.
All right, sounds good. We'll be back here in about 2 minutes, and then we'll finish our pregame show after that.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
All right, welcome back to Jerlow Field. We're about maybe 20 seconds away from the starting lineups, national anthem. We'll have a flyover tonight. Don't forget, homecoming is at halftime. We will keep it live when the second quarter ends to bring you those homecoming festivities. And once again, about 5 seconds here. We're going to turn it over to our PA announcer right about now.
We ask at this time that you stand. Remove all headgear and face the flag at the southeast corner of the field as Kindred's own Steve Stein performs our national anthem. During the anthem, there will be a flyover by Kindred pilot Kelly Paris, who is flying an advanced trainer AT-6 over the field this evening.
What a guitarist that guy is.
No kidding.
My goodness. We are lucky in Kindred to have him here. He's like an internet sensation, Steve Stein.
He took over our YouTube channel on advertisements during that Legion baseball tournament last summer.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was awesome.
Yep.
He seems like a good guy. Never met him in person, but I've seen him on YouTube quite a much. And if you're wondering why we're talking about him, well, you just saw his performance. Now you know why we're talking about him.
This whole week has been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of people that have put in a lot of work, and the kids have been, and that's what homecoming's all about, is the kids, and they've done an excellent job, and that was a great way to just keep this going into the football game tonight. Fun stuff.
Right now, we're going through your Superior Grain Equipment starting lineups for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Once again, they'll be led under the offense by senior quarterback number 1, Avery McFarland.
Number 32, Howie Newstall. At linebacker, a junior, number 50, Gavin Christensen. At linebacker, a junior, number 22, Fletcher Wilbrecht. At another linebacker, a senior, number 44, Lincoln Smith. At one cornerback, a senior, number 12, Rylan Brouillard. At the other cornerback, a senior, number 1, Avery McFarland. And at safety for the Bulldogs, a senior, number 26, Chase Hope. The Bulldogs are coached by Eric Olson and assisted by Randy Searstead, Keith Nelson, and Nick Forch.
All right, those are your Superior Grain starting lineups for the Sargent County Bulldogs, and now for the Kindred Vikings.
At one wide receiver, number 1, a junior, Charlie Beaver. At left tackle, a junior, number 77, Jack Packer. At left guard, a senior, number 66, Colin Lundy. At center, a junior, number 68, Mason Newstead. At right guard, a junior, number 56, Blake Bushka. At right tackle, a sophomore, number 75, Riley Sunran. At tight end, a junior, number 84, Max Upbrand. At one wide receiver, a senior, number 12, Caleb Clabundi. At fullback, a senior, number 41, Jacob Hyatt. At tailback for the Vikings, a junior, number 24, Trey Heinrich. And at quarterback for the Vikings, a junior, number 22, Jorgen Swenson. The Vikings are coached by Matt Craig.
And high-fiving all of his teammates as they come through, number 11, Carter Schmitz. Probably burned a lot of calories there. So those are your Superior Grain Equipment starting lineups for the Kindred Vikings. And we are moments away from the opening kickoff here at Jerlow Field. We're going to take one more timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with your kickoff.
Let's get that kickoff rolling.
All right, we are ready to go here.
Yeah, happy homecoming here for Kindred Viking fans. Once again, been a real fun week at Kindred High School. Special shout out to Tina Fryer, Jack Stopworth, Maddie Burchell, and all the student council. They ran a great set of events here. As Eric Dick, our PA guy, said, it's a little cloudy, it's a little rainy, but it sure is a great night for football.
Definitely is. And we are underway here in at Jerlow Field. That one's received there at about the 30, and they'll give them forward progress to the 30. Looks like on the return there was Colton Kadoum, if I'm saying that correctly.
He's tackled at the Bulldog 30-yard line. They'll take over there, 1st and 10.
All right, so 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Once again, running the offense for Sargent County tonight is the senior quarterback, number 1, Avery McFarland. Mike Mason alongside Josh Almaris, and Bryce Whipple helping us out on scoreboard and graphics tonight. Certainly appreciate everybody's help to make this game possible. Shotgun snap, hands it off. And he's brought down right away at about the line of scrimmage and maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, Howie Newstall on the carry there. He's a tough-nosed young man. I've really enjoyed following him a little bit throughout the season. I know he's a multi-sport athlete. We played against him a little bit in baseball this summer, and he's an impressive young man. I think he's going to get a lot of carries tonight. Like I said, real tough-nosed carrier. Not the biggest kid, but he runs hard.
McFarland running out of the shotgun again. This time he's going to roll to his right, and he's looking to pass, and he's got his man at about the 38-yard line there, and on the reception for the Bulldogs was Ryan Brolyard.
Yeah, he's going to be a big target for Sargent County. Ryan Brolyard, I think they're going to target him. Like I said, they'll hand off to Howie quite a bit. And another big target I think we can expect is Logan Decker, number 81 for the Bulldogs.
Let's make some noise. It's
third and short here, 3rd and 2.
2 yards for the Bulldogs to get a first down. They'll hand it off in the backfield, and he runs into a lot of blue jerseys quickly, and he's brought down. He's going to get back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 4th and 2, maybe 4th and 3. We'll see here where they spot it at.
Yeah, he did a nice job evading. Howie did some nice things to evade tackling in the backfield. If he could have gotten around one more, they would have gotten the first down, so now it's decision time for the Bulldogs.
So looks like they'll give him maybe a half a yard. We'll call it 4th and 2 or 4th and a long 1, whichever you would like to refer to it as. It looks like they will set up for punt formation here, and they will.
Charlie Beaver on the reception there. Oh, yeah, I was going to say I thought I saw a block in the back there. Charlie Beaver looked like he had some room to run, and I think the Vikings are going to get called for any illegal block in the back, and that's going to be coming back a few yards.
Yeah, it was a nice return, and like you said, that black back. How'd you say it? Block in the back made it an even nicer return.
An illegal block in the back penalty on the Vikings on the return.
So the Vikings will get the ball, 1st and 10, and they will spot it at
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. The Vikings will take over at their own 36-yard line.
36-yard lines where they'll put it down with 10:27 to go here in the first quarter of play.
One of the keys of the games, I know I've said it twice already, but Jorgen Swenson taking his first snap as a varsity starter. Like I said, I think he's a real athletic young man who's going to have a good showing tonight.
He'll take that snap out of the shotgun and hand it off, and he's cutting outside the numbers across midfield, and he had a man to beat. Looks like McFarland brought him down.
Yeah, Trey Heinrich on the carry there. I think probably officially or unofficially picking up about a little over 20 yards. It certainly helps to make you feel a little bit more comfortable as a quarterback. If your line does that for your running back, Trey Heinrich, of course, outstanding running back for the Vikings.
Very impressive running stats on here. Comes into this game, 78 carries, 528 yards, and 10 touchdowns.
So Swenson, man in motion is Beaver, and Swenson will keep it on a QB keeper, and he gets up over the 40, and he's still on his feet. I thought for a moment he was dropped, and magically he moved forward another 5 yards.
Yeah, he's a strong young man. Like I said, he's got a state track championship under his belt. He stayed nice and low, kept those feet moving. He's going to run the ball well. He's got all kinds of different tools that he can utilize. And like I said, he's been watching an outstanding quarterback for a while now in Max McQuillan. So a lot of what Max is seeing on the field is kind of the things he helped mentor for old Jorgen Swenson.
Well, the Vikings will break the huddle. 2nd down and 1 from the 34-yard line here. Got Heinrich in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Heinrich, and Heinrich up across the 30, and he's going to be brought down right near that 30-yard line. It's going to be enough for the first down. We know that for sure. It's going to be a pickup of 4. They'll bring up.
Gains 5 on the play. That's enough for a Vikings. First down.
There we go. I thought it was a first down.
And Howie Newstall on the tackle there as a linebacker. I think you're going to see a lot of him defensively. I've already talked about the fact that he's a hard-nosed kid, one of those big, hard players that has talent to go with it.
So we got a 2 receivers set here. McFarland will take the snap and up, gaining about 10 yards or so there.
Direct snap there to Jacob Hyatt, the fullback.
There we go. I knew something looked goofy about that. I missed it with my eyes.
Right. You've been a busy man this week. You travel all over the place, covering so many games. It's fun to follow all the action that you've got going on Magnitude Sports.
It's absolutely awesome. There's no doubt about it. Coming up mid-October, we'll have the 6-man championship from Minot here on Magnitude Sports. Might want to circle that one on your calendar. More on that soon. Taking a little hurdle there over the 20, pushing it up to the 20 or 15-yard line there. I believe that was Trey Heinrich.
Yep, I mentioned earlier that Jorgen's a state track champion, so is Heinrich, and oddly enough, he's a 300-meter hurdler, 110-meter hurdler. It was fun last year, him and his brother Eli. They had some good battles. I'm thinking Eli's back for homecoming. I saw him in the crowd earlier, but I'm thinking they had some interesting dinner discussions over who was the better hurdler. Another direct snap to Jacob Hyatt.
Hyatt cutting to the outside. He's up inside the 5-yard line. And the Vikings are knocking on the door here in the red zone.
Nice tackle by Avery McFarland there. Touchdown saving tackle. It's going to be second and short. Bulldogs need to use that now, and they've been bending a little bit. They've got to take that bend but don't break philosophy.
So it's just inside the 5-yard line is where the ball is placed at. It is second down and 1. So got to get about to the 3.5-yard line for a first down. A low snap, but hit the ground, and it's Swenson keeping it. And he looks like he may have gotten the first down. We'll see where they spot it at.
Gavin Christensen making a tackle there. Nope, they're going to be short of the line again.
Okay, so just a little bit short.
Third and short as Charlie Bieber checks in. Like I just said, the Bulldogs really looking to, they can bend, but they don't want to break. Be a good stop here if they can get stop on third and short, and decision time for the Vikings.
2 receivers set in an I formation, working out of the shotgun. It's going to be a QB keeper here, and a nice hard takedown there by number 81 for the Bulldogs. That's Logan Decker.
Logan Decker, one of their top receivers as well, getting physical. That's a big tackle. Like I said, the Bulldogs have done a really good job now. They've bent, and now they're saying, hey, we're not going to break. So fourth and short, looks like the Vikings are going to go for it. This would be a huge stop for the Bulldogs right now.
Certainly a confidence booster for Sargent County if they can turn the ball over on downs here. Swenson takes the snap, hands it off. That's Heinrich, and Heinrich has the first down, and he also has the touchdown. Trey Heinrich puts 6 on the board here for Kindred.
Trey Heinrich.
One of the things I said that I expected out of the Vikings today is that offensive line to really rally around a younger quarterback. And I think you saw that right there. Give Trey the ball, we'll get him a lane, and we'll get him into the end zone. A great job by the offensive line opening things up, and a good job of Trey and finding the right spots and bringing her into the land of 6.
And Jordan Sunram will try and make that 7. And it's up and it's through.
Nice snap by Jeremiah Doctor and hold by Jordan Swenson.
is up and good by Jordan Sunray.
All right, so with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter of play, the Vikings strike first. 7-0 in favor of Kindred. We'll be back in 30 seconds with your kickoff. All right, welcome back. 5:40 to go here. First quarter of play, 7-0 on the touchdown run by Trey Heinrich. It was a 4-yard touchdown run, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
4. I put 5 yards.
Okay, we'll go with 5 then.
Okay. I have that much weight already.
Yeah. Ooh, and some good coverage there on that kick return. Looks like
Kylan Swenson on the tackle.
Yeah, I was going to say Kylan Swenson along with a couple of his buddies on the group tackle there.
Kylan Swenson's just a freshman. He's going to see a little bit more time tonight with Max being out. The Vikings have him in the safety position a little bit, so kind of a fun moment for the Swenson family. They've got number 21 freshman Kylan Swenson as safety, and number 22's junior bigger brother, Jorgen Swenson as the safety.
So McFarland will work out of the shotgun. He's got one man to his right, and he will fake the handoff, and McFarland will be dropped for a sack. Trey Heinrich in on the tackle initially.
Trey Heinrich moving up from the linebacker position on a blitz there, and not only gets good penetration, but finishes the job off. Nice tackle by Trey Heinrich.
So that'll be a loss of 4. He'll set up 2nd down and 14.
So Sargent County has a couple of good receivers in Logan Decker. He's going to be one of their big targets. Rylan Brolyard is going to be another one. He's already been targeted and has a nice catch earlier in the day.
McFarland looking to pass, and a nice slant route there as he gets his receiver just over the 25-yard line, possibly up to the 26, and on the catch there for the Bulldogs was Logan Decker.
Nice gain by the Bulldogs. Sargent County, you really got to move the chains here. Like I said, you want to keep this game as close as you can. The Bulldogs, of course, are 4-1 coming into this game, 3-1 in league play. If they win one of their next 3 games, they are bound for the playoffs. So a big step here is get this first down. High snap. McFarland rolls left. No, an incomplete pass intended to Logan Decker there.
And an emphatic incomplete signal from Carter Schmitz there too.
Fourth down for the Bulldogs.
So that will stop the clock with 4:16 to go here in the first quarter, and they'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 4 to be more specific.
Looks like the rain is picking up a little bit out there. Nice and comfortable here in the press box.
It'll be a 2-receiver set this time here for the Bulldogs. Actually, they're punting, so apologize there. So that's going to go out of bounds at roughly the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs. So it looks like maybe I misperceived the hop there. Looks like it's going to be out on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, only about a 15-yard punt there, so the Vikings are going to start this drive out in really good field possession. Well, like I had said, Mike, Sargent County Bulldogs are 4-1 overall. Their head coach is Eric Olson. He's been around since 2005 and done a really good job with this program. They've been to 2 state championships. They lost to Velva in 2010, and then they lost to Hazen in 2013. He's got some good things going with that Bulldog Nation.
Oh, screen pass in the backfield there.
Chase Miller, and he's got a lot of room to run.
And Chase Miller is into the end zone on a 40-yard touchdown pass.
One of the things that offensive line does for Jorgen is Bulldogs maybe are starting to think run, and like I said, Jorgen can sling the ball around, and I think they caught the Bulldogs maybe thinking run. Offensive line does a good job of protecting Jorgen. He makes a nice easy pass, and Chase Miller does the rest. Jordan Sunram on to kick the extra point here. Jeremiah Doctor, a long snapper, snapping back to Jorgen Swenson. Good snap, good hold, and Jordan Sunram does the rest.
And she is 2 for 2 to make it 14-0 in favor of the Kindred Vikings on a 40-yard touchdown pass from Jorgen Swenson to Chase Miller. And that's where we sit right now. Your kickoff coming up in 30 seconds here on Magnitude. Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred. All right, welcome back. 3:56 to go here. And the Vikings have struck twice now. A 5-yard touchdown run by Trey Heinrich and a 40-yard touchdown pass to Chase Miller. That one's caught at about the 12, backpedaled to the 10. Now he's coming up the field, spins, and he breaks another tackle, and he works his way up to about the 22. On the return was Nick Hansen there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, very nice return by Nick Hansen. Kept the feet moving. Looked like he was going to be stopped pretty deep. Real nice kick there by Jorgen Swenson. Using that adrenaline, he must have pumping through the body. But like you said, Nick Hansen does a really nice job keeping the feet moving and gets the Bulldogs to the 22-yard line to start off this drive with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, we'll see what the Bulldogs can do here. Kept kind of quiet on those first two drives. We'll see if they can open it up a little bit more here on their third possession of the game. And McFarland will take the snap and hand it off.
Fletcher Wilprecht on the carry.
I'm sorry, Josh, go ahead.
Yep, Fletcher Wilprecht on the carry.
Okay.
Picks up maybe 2 yards there.
That sounds about right. Second and 8.
Yeah, that was Howie Newstall, I think. Could have made my first mistake there.
You haven't made as many mistakes as I have, so you're good.
That'd be like in the last 5 minutes, I suppose.
No.
No, for me. First mistake in 5 minutes for me.
Oh, okay. So every 5 minutes you go back to a clean slate. There's another handoff. And another gain of about 2. Once again on the carry there for the Bulldogs was Howard Newstall.
Okay, I'm going to say I got it right. The first carry was Fletcher Wilprecht, and now was to Howie Newstall.
See, you didn't make a mistake. You're on the ball.
The PA guy, Eric Dick, is messing me up here. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
All right, Vikings fans, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6, ball's at the 26 here for the Bulldogs. Man in motion is Hansen. And he'll pass, and that one is going to be incomplete. Looks like it came off the fingertips there of the intended receiver, Hammond.
Yeah,
32, excuse me.
Ty Casey there really rushed the quarterback. Worth saying, Ty Casey, homecoming, not Ty Casey, Cheapers, what am I doing? Ty Casey graduated a few years ago. Ty Raisler on the pressure on the quarterback. Homecoming king, royalty, can't even get his name right.
4th down and 6, 2:35 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line still, and they will punt it away here. And Beaver looks back, and he'll let that one bounce at about the Bulldog 49. He'll cross midfield out at about the Viking 48. And that's where they'll set up here.
They'll take over there, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from the 48 for the Kindred Vikings.
Rain looks like it's still coming down, but maybe lightening up a little bit. What do you think, Mike?
To be honest with you, I have not even noticed through our monitor here that there's rain on the field. So I'm taking your word for it there, Josh. You got a better view of the rain than I do at the moment. So the 2 receivers set, and he'll pitch it off to Heinrich. Heinrich with some speed gets over midfield up to the 45, and he'll be dragged down by a couple of Bulldogs there, one of them being Avery McFarland, the other one being Gavin Christensen.
Excellent block there by Max Opgren. Gave a nice big hole there for Trey Heinrich to run in, so kudos to Max Opgren for driving his guy outside and allowing Trey to stick his left foot in and cut it up using his speed and picking up 7 yards.
Just inside 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. 2nd down and 3 for the Kindred Vikings. And they'll snap, and he'll fake the handoff, and he'll look to pass. He's got a little bit of time to do it, too, and he's going deep. And he just overthrows his intended receiver there. That was Max Opgren, who, had he not overthrown him, he was in for 6.
Yeah, I think both of those guys, that's kind of the culture of this team right now, is I think Jorgen Swenson is saying, my bad, I should have had you. Max is maybe saying, I maybe stopped running there and should have kept going, but no doubt if they could have completed that, would have been another touchdown for the Vikings.
So 3rd down and 3. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 1:41. This time it'll be a handoff to Heinrich, and he will burst through the line, drag a few defenders with him, along with one of his teammates up to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and should be enough for a 1st down, and it is.
That yardage is enough for another Vikings 1st down.
And they will restart the clock now on the referee's signal. 1.5 and counting.
Looks like a couple of Vikings coming out. Caleb Klabundy looked like he's hurting a little bit. Charlie Beaver checks out. Mason Almaris is in the game, and Charlie Beaver checks himself back in after checking himself out.
He has that much power. All right, so the Vikings will break the huddle. Receiver to each side. Heinrich in the backfield here.
Looks like Bulldogs are going to bring pressure.
And a nice hole there for Heinrich, and he'll skip his way forward to about the 22-yard line.
Exciting to see.
Check that, the 26-yard line.
Yep,
Go ahead.
Exciting to see Trey jumping around there. He might be ready for track season already. He says throw some hurdles out there. Let's get this rolling.
Just trying to impress you, I think. He's like, I want to be the starter. I want to be like, well, I don't know if they have starters in track. I know a little bit about track, but not that much. But, yeah.
He's a heck of a good athlete and a multi-sport athlete, as many Class B kids are. That's what we pride ourselves in Class B Nation.
Just inside 30 seconds to go. And he's going to look to pass over the middle, wide open, and into the end zone for 6 more. On the reception there was Jacob Hyatt.
Yep, Jacob Hyatt, fullback, gets lost in coverage, and again, wide open, makes a nice catch. And the touchdown puts the Vikings up 20-0 with 19.2 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
A 26-yard touchdown pass.
Carter Schmidt's coming on the field late. There's a little bit of confusion here with the Vikings. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Now we're going to have a flag. By my Walsh County math, it looks like there are 12 people on the field for the Vikings. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, now I count 13.
That's a double. Thankfully, they only give 1 penalty for that.
The Vikings will try the extra point from the 8-yard line.
Well, Jordan Sunram, she can certainly kick from this distance, but
a
makes it a little more difficult.
25-yard extra point attempt here for Jordan Sunram.
Good snap by Doctor.
And it's going to be a little bit short.
Good hold, and yep, just looked like she kicked the top of that ball a little too much.
Sunram's kick is no good.
So, it's now 20-0. 1 touchdown run by Trey Heinrich, a couple of touchdown passes by Jorgen Swenson, and we're going to take a break. Your kickoff in 30 seconds here on Magnitude.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. Got just shy of 20 seconds, 19 to be exact. We'll start our clock and let it count down to 19 seconds here. Okay. And that's a low kick there. 1 hop picked up at the 10-yard line. And cutting to the outside, there's Nick Hansen. And Nick Hansen has a man to beat and bringing him down was the Vikings' Jorgen Swenson. And had Jorgen Swenson not got his arms around him almost like a bear hug from behind, he might have been gone.
That's absolutely correct. Nick Hansen had a nice return on the last kickoff, really kept his feet moving, and he was one tackler away from getting the Bulldogs on the board today. He looks like a very impressive young man. 2 good returns from Nick Hansen.
Well, we'll see that they got 9.9 seconds to work with here. And they got to go about 54 or 53 yards.
Gonna go twins on each side here for the Bulldogs.
And they'll hand it off on that 4-receiver set, and running the ball over to that far sideline there for the Bulldogs is Howard Newstall. And that will take care of quarter number 1. Your score so far after 1 complete, 20 for the Kindred Vikings and 0 for the Sargent County Bulldogs here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. We'll take a break, come back with the second quarter right after this. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. All right, welcome back. Second quarter getting underway here, and it's a snap. And McFarland throws, and he's got his man. That's Newstall. And he'll cut outside the numbers to about the 40-yard line where he's brought down. And I don't know if he was in or out of bounds. I couldn't quite see. But it's a completed pass nonetheless, and it's a pickup of 7 yards to bring up second and 3.
Nice catch and yards after the catch by Howie there. Looked like Jacob Hyatt had sniffed that one out, but Howie makes a man miss and picks up first down. They're going to be at the 41-yard line of the Vikings, 1st and 10.
All right, McFarland, man in motion there is Hansen. McFarland drops, fires, backfield, caught, 40-yard line, 35, and pushed out of bounds right around that 33, 32-yard line there. Looks like the Viking getting the push there was Kylan Swenson.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pickup of 9 yards. Once again, Nick Hansen, he's having a good game for the Bulldogs. Couple of nice returns. Got a real nice reception there, and not only makes the catch, but picks up a good amount of yards after the catch, and we're going to have 2nd and short for Sargent County. My guess is now we're going to see a handoff to Howie and see if he can pick up the first down for Sargent County.
Just inside 11 and a half to go as Hansen goes in motion, and it will indeed be was that a
fake to Howie?
It was a fake to him.
Quarterback keeper, and the Vikings have it sniffed out. Trey Heinrich leads the attack for the Vikings, and we'll set the Bulldogs up with about 3rd and 4 now on that loss of 3 by McFarland.
Well, not the result that they were hoping for on that play here, but 3rd and 4, still a manageable 3rd down here for the Bulldogs. As we sneak inside 11 minutes to go here before halftime. Once again, coming up at halftime, we'll have the homecoming festivities live for you. McFarland throws, and thought for a split second that one was intercepted, but it was actually caught.
Well,
and
that was an impressive throw and catch. That was a very small window for McFarland. McFarland's a very good quarterback, very efficient. He had a phenomenal week last week. I think he had 4 touchdowns. But there's a perfect example of just a quick step back and slings that ball very quickly over to Logan Decker, and a good concentration drill there by Logan Decker to catch that. Like you said, there was a Viking looking like they were going to pick that ball off, but as it is, we have first down and 10 for the Bulldogs on the Kindred Viking 28-yard line.
As Paul Allen would say, he thread the needle on that one.
Right.
McFarland will keep it here. He'll skip his way forward in front of the 25, push back. I think they're going to give him forward progress at about the 25-24.
Battle of the ones there. Charlie Beaver bringing down Avery McFarland, but not before McFarland picks up 4 yards. And we have 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
Well, this drive for the Bulldogs seem to be coming up with a lot more positives than those first 3 possessions in the first quarter. We'll see if they can continue it here as they're knocking on the door of the red zone, about 10 yards or 5 yards away.
McFarland steps back,
and that one will be thrown away out of bounds. They'll stop the clock.
Yeah, very good point, though, Mike. They're moving the ball well now, and to me, this is an important drive for the Bulldogs. You're down 20-0. This can sort of shift that momentum a little bit more into your favor. I mean, the Vikings have had this has been a busy week for them. There's been a lot of anticipation for this game, but putting the ball in the end zone is going to slow things down a little bit and tip things a little bit more into your favor. So a drive that, for the Sargent County Bulldog fans, you're really hoping they can get this into the end zone.
McFarland will take the snap, drop, and passes it up there, and that's into the hands of, I believe, Hammond.
Yeah, good block there by Grady Wiehlander. Some of the fans thinking maybe he got a little handsy and held him up. Refs say no, and the Bulldogs pick up 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 4. I would imagine the Bulldogs are going to be going for it here.
Yeah, you almost have to. Not really a lot of room to punt. I'm not sure if their kicker has the distance for a field goal attempt, so
yeah,
see if they can get the 4 yards or not.
This is a big play for the Bulldogs. Just keep this drive going. Like I said, keep this game close. Swing that momentum a little bit more into your favor. We'll see what they can do. Shovel pass.
And I think that is a fumble, or is that an incomplete pass? That's an incomplete pass because it was forward, yeah. That was kind of one of those unique what-if passes there. But
yeah, McFarland with a little shovel pass there and tried a little trickery. Again, the defensive line for the Vikings, I've talked about them quite a bit this fall. They're an impressive crew, and they sniffed that out and turned the ball over on downs.
So the Vikings will get the ball back via turnover on downs, as Josh just mentioned. And we have 8:18 to go now here in the second quarter of play.
Going to be a 4-receiver set for the Vikings. Charlie Beaver, Mason Almaris on the left, and Carter Schmitz and Caleb Klubundi over on the right.
They'll send Beaver in motion, and Beaver will get it. And he got pushed back there as he was approaching that 30-yard line.
Call it another mistake on my part. That was Lucas Klubundi on the right.
And the clock cracks the eggs on 8 minutes to go now. And it's a pickup of about 6, 2nd and 4 here for the Vikings.
Well, a little history on these two teams, Mike. Last time these guys played each other was in 2018. Kindred Vikings were victorious 45-12. 2017, the Vikings were victorious 35-0. In 2008, 9, and 10, Milner North Sargent really handled the Vikings quite well. We'll come back to that.
Right here after this run by, is that Beaver or no?
Carter Schmitz.
Schmitz, there's an extra 1 on the jersey.
Carter Schmitz, I think got the line to gain. Looks like they're going to give him first down.
They'll place that at the 34, and it is indeed good for a first down. They'll temporarily stop the clock.
So in 2008, 9, and 10, Milner North Sargent beat the Vikings in 2008 42-6. In 2009, 24-8. In 2010, it was 35-0. But back in 2007, the Vikings won a close one, 24-23. So most recently, the series was knotted at 3-3.
Interesting. I love that. This is like the Super Bowl of the series then.
Game 7.
Game 7, yeah. Sometimes I wish they would have a best-of-7 series, especially for Minnesota Vikings fans. I don't know if that would help out or not, but
there's not much that can help us Minnesota Viking fans.
6:35 and counting to go here in the second quarter. It's 2nd down and 8 for the Vikings. And they'll hand it off. And that's Heinrich on the near side, and he'll be dropped out of bounds. On the contact there for the Bulldogs was Howard Newstall.
Looked like Charlie Beaver had a nice block on the edge there. Almost looked like he wanted to grab some jersey there, but decided not to, and Trey Heinrich gets the corner as it is.
That yardage is enough for another Viking.
First down, Vikings.
So first down, out of bounds, clock stopped, 6:21 to go, and the Vikings break the huddle, and they send 2 receivers to the near side. They got an I formation there. Heinrich in the backfield with in motion now. That's Almaris. And and a fumble, and falling on it there was Jorgen Swenson, and nice awareness there to know that, hey, I got to find that ball quickly and fall on it.
Yeah, Logan Decker does a good job of getting into the backfield, goes after the ball, and one more bounce, and Logan Decker could have been the guy that fell on top of it, but Jorgen Swenson does a nice job of picking it up after getting it knocked out of his hands.
So that will result in a loss of 7, bring up 2nd down, 17 here, just inside 6 minutes to go. In the second quarter, Vikings lead 20-0 on a 5-yard touchdown run by Trey Heinrich, a 40-yard touchdown reception, and a 26-yard touchdown pass by Jorgen Swenson. And Swenson gets it to Heinrich in the backfield as he was pressured, kind of had to jump up and kind of throw it on a downward projection there to get it to Heinrich, and Heinrich should be able to bring it up to about the 46-yard line. That's, believe it or not, about a pickup of 5 yards on that play.
Isaac Harris did a nice job of sniffing that out and grabbing a hold of Trey. Trey keeps his feet moving, is able to pick up a little bit. Vikings lucky to not get into a 3rd and longer situation. 3rd and 12 is still long enough.
Yeah, I was just about to say that exact same thing, but sounded better coming from you. So
trips to the right, lone receiver on the left.
And
Coach Crane says timeout.
Well, we'll take a timeout with the Vikings. It's 20-0 right now in favor of Kindred over the Sargent Central Bulldogs on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
All right, welcome back. 4:56 to go here in the second quarter of play, coming out of a Kindred Vikings timeout. It's the Vikings 20 and the Bulldogs 0 here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. I said Sargent Central going into the break. I want to correct myself, Sargent County. Please forgive me.
I forgive you.
So the Vikings have a couple of receivers out to the far side. Swenson drops back, and he's looking, and through the pressure, he rifles one down the middle, and it goes through the fingertips of Charlie Beaver, the intended receiver. But nice coverage there for the Bulldogs. Nick Hansen and a couple others on coverage there.
Yeah, Rylan Brolyard and Gavin Christensen are 2 of the guys back there. Good job by the offensive line on giving Swenson some time. But Charlie Beaver had double coverage, and the Bulldogs do a great job of forcing the Vikings into 4th and 12 as they've got some new guys coming in and some guys going out.
So the Bulldogs have a guy back on their own 17-yard line to receive this punt.
Good snap once again by Doctor, and a punt goes away by Riley Sunram.
And calling for the fair catch, dropping it and recovering it there for the Bulldogs is Ryan Brolyard. And the Bulldogs will take over at about the 25, I believe.
Yeah, Ryan Brolyard does a good job. These punt returners, you know, it's not easy returning a punt as it is with a bunch of guys running at you. The rain continues to fall, so it only becomes a little bit more of a challenge. But Ryan Brolyard does a nice job of gathering that punt in and falling on it as it slips out of his fingers.
So 4:45 to go here after the punt, and 1st and 10 now from the 25-yard line for the Bulldogs. McFarland with the snap, quick screen pass in the backfield, and now it's in double pass. And down the near sideline, it is caught at the 30, at the 20s, dragged down, and on the reception there for the Bulldogs was number 12, Ryan Bolliard. And was it Martinson who made the pass?
Yeah, that was the old McFarland to Martinson, and then on to
by number 12,
Rylan Brolyard. Big hitter for the Bulldogs to start off this drive, and a little bit of trickery that pays off for them. Exciting play for the Bulldogs. This is going back to what we had talked about on their last drive. They had moved the chains well, so 2 good drives for them. This would be big for the Bulldogs if they can put this in the end zone, especially coming off of a good defensive stop.
And McFarland will keep it, and he'll fall ahead to about the 15. I was trying to add up the math. I believe that was about a 55-yard pass, or the end result of that play was a gain of about 55.
Yeah, nice. And then to follow it up there, Avery McFarland has a nice run of 4 yards, keeping the chains moving in the right direction. 2nd and 6 here at the Vikings 16-yard line.
As we go inside 4 minutes to play, I recounted my yardage on the field. It was a 55-yard gain on that little flea flicker pass. And now the screen pass in the backfield's dropped there by Nick Hansen, and I'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd down and 6.
Nick Hansen again having a good night. Probably a ball that he'd like to have back. I don't know if he would have had enough for the 1st down, but certainly would have been another positive play. 3rd and 6 on the 16 with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the half.
And this is a big play for the Bulldogs. You don't want your drive to stall, especially after a big play like that just a couple plays ago.
Yeah, Bulldogs are looking to do more than flip the field right now. They need to get some points on the board. I would assume we're in 4th down territory, but they no doubt want to get the 1st down right now. We'll see what McFarland can do.
Trips to the left, and McFarland will keep it, and he fumbled it, and it was recovered at about the 9-yard line by somebody in a blue jersey. And it looks like it was recovered there by Jacob Hyatt.
Jacob Hyatt, a senior, having a good day today. He's got a touchdown earlier today. Gets the recovery here, so big turn of events for the Vikings. They had the momentum. They've kind of, again, like we talked about earlier, that bend but not break mentality. They're bending and bending and bending, and now they work a turnover and go back to work with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in the half.
And the Bulldog fans, I feel sorry for you. That's exactly what the Minnesota Vikings would do. So I know how you're feeling right now.
Is that Delvin Cook on the carry there?
There's a nice hole. And jersey tackle there, brought down just over the 20. Trey Heinrich on the carry for the Vikings.
Pickup of about 15, it'll be 1st and 10 on the Viking 24-yard line.
I want to say hi to Jim watching from North Carolina, as well as Jolene watching from Minnesota. Apparently she's not a fan of my Minnesota Vikings comments, but Beaver in motion. And Swenson will fake it, keep the handoff. He's got a little bit of room to run. He's got a couple blocks. He's still on his feet, just shy of the 40, and that's going to be a pickup of, let's call it 15.
Jorgen Swenson is a really good athlete. And, he's a very good quarterback right now. One of the main reasons he's not getting quarterback play is because, as I said earlier, Max McQuillan, in my eyes, one of the best quarterbacks in the state. But that was a very Max McQuillan-ish run by Jorgen Swenson, as he's doing a great job tonight.
And Heinrich will have it again on the handoff. He spins at about the 41. That'll get him up to close to the 43, and that spin gets him the extra 2 yards and pickup of about maybe 4, maybe 5.
It looks like officially 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Vikings.
So they got one receiver near side, one each side now, I formation. It'll be a handoff to Heinrich, and Heinrich will fall ahead to about the 47-yard line. maybe the 46 looks like is where they're going to spot it.
Vikings really look like right now what they're trying to do is just keep that clock moving, keep grinding away, let the offensive line go to work. 3rd and short, more than likely going to see another handoff to Trey Heinrich. Nope.
I guess you were wrong on that one. But it's enough for a first down. That is, that's Jorgen Swenson on the, it almost looked like a direct snap kind of a play, even though it's always a direct snap when it goes to him. But
yep, intended run to Jorgen Swenson. Mason Nipstead in there, giving him a little extra push to pick up a yard. This is the drive the Vikings would love to cap off to end the half, putting points on the board and making this a 27-point game.
Swenson will look to pass. He's pressured, and he's going to be brought down at midfield. And one of the Bulldogs bringing him down there was Isaac Harris.
Yeah, and Luke Martinson is the guy that initiated the contact, got a great jump, used some excellent speed and strength to bring down Jorgen Swenson. That's the kind of play Bulldog Nation needed to see right now.
So 2nd and 15. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. I'll stop the clock with a minute 30 to go here. And we'll take a timeout with them. Back in 30 seconds here on Magnitude. The Kindred Area Community Foundation was established in 2005 as a permanent endowment fund managed by the North Dakota Community Foundation. Earnings from the fund are given as grants every year to nonprofit organizations or government entities that support the 5 communities of Davenport, Hickson, Leonard, Kindred, Walcott, all located within the Kindred School District boundaries. For instructions on how to register your organization and to apply for a grant, visit www.ndcf.net/kindred and click on the Apply tab. All right, welcome back. 90 seconds to go here before halftime. Don't forget, homecoming festivities will be broadcasted live for you here. They're going to start that as soon as the second quarter comes to completion, so we will not take a break as we normally do. We'll keep it here for those homecoming festivities, and then we'll take our break. 2nd down and 15 after a 5-yard loss on a sack, and now Swenson will work out of the backfield, and he will pass it.
Ooh.
And it's caught and dropped there by the Vikings. That was Max Opgren.
Yeah, Max Opgren, he's not very happy with himself right now. Knows he should have had that one. That's all right, buddy. You'll get the next one.
I'll set up a 3rd down and 15 here from the Viking 50-yard line. Is that how you put it a couple weeks ago when it was right on the flip side of the 50?
The Viking 50, that's right.
There's the Viking 50, there's the 50, and then there's the Bulldog 50. Swenson drops back, and he will be dropped once again.
What a great play by Logan Decker there. He gets off the edge quickly. I mean, he uses some speed, and then once he gets around there, just uses brute strength there to bring down Jorgen Swenson. Excellent play by Logan Decker to put the Vikings at 4th and 25. So the Vikings start that drive off. It looks real promising, and the Bulldogs shut them down there, once again in large part by Logan Decker for the Bulldogs.
Back at the Bulldogs have their man back at the 21-yard line to receive the punt here. They had a good return last time. Clock ticks inside, 50 seconds to go, and they are just taking their time here on this punt, trying to chew up as much of that clock as they can and give the Bulldogs the least amount of possibility to put something together here in the final moments of the first half. And that one will roll dead to about the 31-yard line, touched up there by number 34, Jeremiah Doctor.
Long snapper Jeremiah Doctor snaps the ball away and then goes and downs it. Nice job, nice play by Jeremiah Doctor there.
So the Bulldogs will have 29.8 seconds to try and go.
Their remaining timeout, they're just going to let this clock go down to 0.
Well, we'll see what the Bulldogs do, but
69 yards, I believe.
Yeah, I would expect to see a little bit of Logan Decker on this. I'd expect to see some Rylan Brolyard and maybe an Avery McFarland run or two.
Or another flea flicker. That seemed to work last time.
Sure, yeah.
And they'll just kneel it down. So that will allow the clock to tick down to the halftime mark, and in about 20 seconds here, we'll officially be at halftime. Right now, the Kindred Vikings leading 20-0 over the Sargent County Bulldogs here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. And And Josh, I don't know if you noticed the same thing that I did, but it seemed like that second quarter was a lot better quarter for the Bulldogs than it was in that first quarter of play.
Yeah, absolutely. The Vikings come out. They score 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. It's 20-0, and Sargent County answers, and they play an even second quarter. Second quarter is 0-0, so definitely what Sargent County Bulldog fans want to see in that second quarter.
All right, like I said, and on a couple of occasions, the homecoming festivities are going to be starting right about now. So we'll turn it over to our PA announcer. We'll keep it live here, and then we'll come back and chat a little bit when that finishes up.
2021 homecoming. At this time, we would like to present to you this year's homecoming royalty. Not with us this evening is Abby Ducher, daughter of Brian and Kelly Ducher. Callan Lackowitzer, daughter of Matt and Shar Lackowitzer. Colin Lundy, son of Ward and Tanya Lundy. Max McQuillan, son of Chad and Heidi McQuillan. Your 2021 homecoming queen, Kayla Hoyme, daughter of Darren and Kristen Hoyme. And your 2021 Kindred homecoming king, Ty Raisler, son of Nate and Trisha Raisler. Congratulations to the 2021 homecoming king and queen and their royalty.
Special shout out
Also
to the
at this
homecoming
time,
king
we'd like to
and queen there.
recognize
I'll hold
the
off.
Kindred girls golf team. This year, they placed 4th at the state tournament in Carrington this past week, Monday and Tuesday. Members of the team are senior Kayla Hoyme, sophomore Avery Bartels, senior Riley Shaw, sophomore Kenzie Knight, freshman Maddie Onken, and freshman Emily Andreessen. And a big congratulations to the Class B girls individual state champion, Avery Bartels. Congratulations, girls. You had a great season.
Golf's certainly not one of the easiest sports to win a championship in, so that's certainly impressive.
Yeah, Avery Bartels coming off of 2 championships.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to
Sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt you there, Josh. Go ahead and say what you were saying right before our buttons malfunctioned.
Yeah, like I said, Avery Bartels coming off 2 state championships there, and I think a matter of about 5 months. Girls team placed 4th as a team. Again, a special shout out to Avery Bartels. She is a state champion, edged out Ainsley McLean of Grafton by 1 stroke. Riley Shaw and Kayla Hoyme, the 2 seniors on the team. Kayla also the homecoming queen and was the region athlete of the year. So Kayla Hoyme had a really, really fun couple weeks here. Kenzie Knight, Maddie Onken, and Emily Andreessen rounding out the team. So congratulations to the girls golf team, and once again congratulations to Ty Raisler, homecoming king, and Kayla Hoyme, the Viking homecoming queen.
All right, and the Viking cheerleaders are going to do their homecoming dance now. We'll keep it live here for this, and we'll chat a little bit so we avoid the copyright strike with the music being played.
Kindred Viking cheerleading program is new this year. I don't know that we've ever had a Viking cheerleader team. I would imagine that there's been one at some point, but first time the Kindred cheerleaders have been in action for a long time anyway.
Well, yeah, and you know, to go off that thought there, Josh, you're right. I've been doing games here in Kindred for probably about 4 or 5 years now, and this is the first year I can recall seeing cheerleaders at any sporting event. I don't even think they had them for basketball.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, so these young ladies are excited to be out here and showcase their talents in front of a real full audience here and a great atmosphere. As the week finished here, pregame activities. kind of hard to believe, but in little old Kindred, there was food trucks out there. There was bouncy ball games. There was mini donuts. There was Uptown Eatery. They had a stand, so they were competing with the food trucks. And oh man, there was all kinds of action going on. Parade, of course, at 5 o'clock. Cheerleaders a big part of that as well. And once again, student council did a great job this week. Tina Fryer, Jack Stoppelworth, Maddie Birchall are three of the seniors that stepped up to the plate and provided a lot of cool things for the Kindred Vikings students this week.
And on that note, a special thank you to the Uptown Eatery, as they were our 2400th follower on Twitter a couple days ago. So I followed them back.
They did a great job at Uptown Eatery. Really good.
We're gonna have to go eat and have a couple drinks there, I think. So.
Let's give a big round of applause to our Kindred Vikings cheer squad.
All right, we will take a timeout. When we come back, we'll go over the first half summary here and our first half thoughts. We'll take a break and we'll be back in a couple minutes here on Magnitude.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you. From top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
All right, welcome back. On the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard, it's the Kindred Vikings 20 and Sargent County Bulldogs 0. It started with a first quarter of Kindred Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown run by Trey Heinrich made it 6-0. Extra point attempt good, 7-0. I believe it was the next possession down the field after a handful of plays. It would be Jorgen Swenson connecting on a 40-yard bomb down the field, and that would result in a touchdown into the hands of Chase Miller along the near sideline. And then on the next possession after that, it was a 26-yard touchdown pass from Jorgen Swenson into the hands of Jacob Hyatt. And then the second quarter, there was no scoring at all. The Sargent County Bulldogs kind of stepped up their defense. They also stepped up their offense. We saw a couple trick plays, that flea flicker that gained them 55 yards, and that drive ended up stalling a little bit. So that's kind of a summary of the first half here. Once again, you can check our upcoming schedule. Tomorrow we'll have a full day of volleyball for you starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then we have a very interesting 6-man football game at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Number 1 North Border Eagles taking on number 2 Center Stanton Wildcats. Even if you're not a fan of either of those two teams, that's a game you'll want to tune into and watch. I guarantee that should be a very enjoyable one here. You can also find us online, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Give the video a like, thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. Click the bell for your subscription preference. Certainly appreciate that. You can also get all the latest news stories by going to our website at msportsnet.com, clicking on the stories button. And a side note, coming November 1st, we'll have a brand new website for you. And then also, you can check us out on demand by going to the on demand page under the archives button at msportsnet.com. It'll bring you to this screen here. That's usually not white, and it's usually green. You click on the word watch next to the game you want to see again, and it'll be right there for you. So we're about maybe 3 minutes from the start of the second half kickoff here. We'll take another timeout, and when we come back, we'll have our final thoughts on the first half and a look ahead to what needs to be done in the second half when we return after this short break. The Kindred Area Community Foundation was established in 2005 as a permanent endowment fund managed by the North Dakota Community Foundation. Earnings from the fund are given as grants every year to nonprofit organizations or government entities that support the 5 communities of Davenport, Hickson, Leonard, Kindred, Walcott, all located within the Kindred School District boundaries. For instructions on how to register your organization and to apply for a grant, visit www.ndcf.net/kindred and click on the Apply tab.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
All right, welcome back. They're going to start the second half here a little bit sooner than expected. We didn't have a chance to go over our what needs to be done in the second half here, but we'll probably summarize that as we go through the first couple of plays of this first half here. We'll put 12 minutes on the clock, and now we're set. Kindred will receive the second half kickoff, and we're underway here in quarter number 3 from Jerlow Field.
Lucas Klobani on the return there. Before we even get into that, boy, there was a lot of excitement in this press box during halftime.
Yeah.
Bodies coming in and out. We had a 50-50. $680 was the 50% amount, so $680 going back to the Booster Club. Special shout out to Kathy Buffton, the grandmother of Jeremiah Doctor, winning herself $680 in cold hard cash. All kinds of excitement, like I said, up in the press box as we get ready for quarter 3.
Appetizers on her after the game tonight. And there's another handoff, and he shakes one tackle, and that is Heinrich. And he's up across midfield into Bulldog territory, up at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and Howie Newstell does a nice job of bringing him down. Chase Bope comes in and kind of gives the finishing touches there. Been impressed with Howie Newstell. He's, like I said earlier, a real tough-nosed kid. He battles through injuries. He fights hard. Not the biggest kids, coming in at only 5'11", 190 pounds. Not small by any means, but plays even bigger than what the size shows.
Swenson, man in motion there is Schmitz, and a flag and a whistle.
Be a false start against the Vikings, setting them back. Nice gain of 9 yards to start that off, and now they'll be at 2nd and 6. Short 6, long 5.
I don't like the number 6. We'll go with long 5.
Okay.
So. That means 11 and counting to go here in the third quarter of play. Swenson works out of the shotgun with Heinrich behind him, and he'll hand it off to Heinrich. And Heinrich still on his feet. He's gone. 20-10 touchdown. Heinrich into the corner on a 48-yard touchdown run. And the Kindred Vikings strike early here in the third quarter.
Some excellent blocking there once again by the offensive line. The holes that they create for Trey Heinrich are really quite impressive. Such a strong athletic crew up front. And then Trey Heinrich, you give him a little bit and he's going to take a whole heck of a lot.
And correction, it was a 52-yard. It was on the other 48-yard line, so I had to add crossing midfield there. But
second touchdown for Trey tonight. Jeremiah Doctor, I don't know if that was a fake or a high snap, but
did he get in? He
yep,
did.
Jorgen Swenson on to Lucas Klobundi for 2.
Number 3, Lucas Klobundi.
So a fake point after attempt. 2-point play makes up for the missed point after on the previous scoring play back late in the first quarter for the Vikings. And they now lead 28-0 here over the Bulldogs with 10:59 to go in the third quarter. We're back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. So
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
all right, welcome back. 10:51 to go here in the third quarter of play, and
Jorgen Swenson on the kick for the Vikings. Kicks on to Howie Newstell.
He'll take it at the 25. Now he's at the 30, trying to evade tacklers, and he may have lost a couple. I think they're going to mark this at about the 29.
Swenson's kick is returned by number 32, Howie Newstell.
Well, Sargent County has had a couple of nice drives, just haven't been able to punch it into the end zone. I don't mean to jinx the Vikings fans, but the defense of the Vikings has certainly been impressive. They have not allowed a touchdown now in 4, 8, 9, 10 quarters and counting here. So the defense has bent. They haven't broke. See if Sargent County Bulldogs can put an end to that streak for the Vikings defense.
And looking to get outside the edge and takes a tumble there over Jorgen Swenson and falling ahead just inside the 35-yard line on the carry there was
Fletcher Wilprecht. Battle of the 22s there. Wilprecht picks up 5 yards on the play and brings it to 2nd and 5. Jorgen Swenson gets the tackle. We've talked a little bit about homecoming. A special shout out to the Viking cross country team as well. They've got a big meet in Grand Forks tomorrow. Jeremiah Doctor, one of the dual athletes, he plays football and cross country. There's some young boys and girls that are doing an excellent job on the cross country team.
And that pass falls incomplete. There's bobbled intended for Ryan Broliard. Third down and 5 now for the Bulldogs here as the clock stops with 9:57 to go.
Let's make some noise, Vikings fans. It's third down.
Avery McFarland checks into the huddle here. Gets the play delivered one-on-one from his coach. We'll see what they got cooking here.
McFarland out of the shotgun, hands it off immediately there to Wilprecht. Wilprecht outside the numbers, and he's brought down shy of the 35.
Yeah, Wilprecht pitched it actually over to Howie Nudell, so again, a little bit of some misconception there with the Bulldogs, but the Vikings sniff it out. It'll be 4th and 6 or 7, 4th and 6 officially.
So the clock continues to tick, 9:33, 9:32 and counting, as the Bulldogs break the huddle here, and looks like they will go in punt formation. Vikings have a man back at their own 38-yard line to receive the punt. It's a low snap, and McFarland's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down, and that is a huge defensive turnover there as Trey Heinrich with the big tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, and if it wasn't Trey who was gonna get him, it was Charlie Beaver who was right there as well. But Trey Heinrich gets great penetration, brings down McFarland. Vikings set up real nicely here as they continue to lead 28-0 with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Trey Heinrich coming out of the game now to get a breather.
So the change of possession will stop the clock. 9:14 to go here, third quarter of play. Mike Mason alongside Jason Almaris. Bryce Whipple helping us out on the broadcast tonight as well. And here is a handoff, and I couldn't see who got that one, but he spins around up close to the 15, and coming away with it there, it appears to be Kylan Swenson.
Well, if you're going to call him Tyler, then you better fix my name too. You're alongside Josh Almaris.
Did I see?
You said Jason again, but that's okay. I'm kind of a forgettable guy.
That's like the second time I've done that in 3 weeks, right?
It's only like, if only we got to hang out more often, huh?
we should do that. Maybe then I'll get your first name correct.
Yeah.
One first name I won't forget there is Jacob. That's Jacob Hyatt on the carry. Pulls it up close to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Jacob Hyatt, a senior, he's having a good game. He's got a touchdown. He's got a fumble recovery. And one of those positions at fullback that you do a lot of things that maybe go unnoticed, but the kind of a consummate team player, as many of the offensive linemen are as well.
They'll send Beaver in motion, and the snap, and he'll keep it. And looked like he looked one direction, looked the other direction, then suddenly there was 3 white jerseys in front of him. He maybe got a yard, if that.
Yeah, and great job by the Bulldog defense there. Grady Wielander looked like he led the charge there amongst other Bulldogs, setting up 2nd and 12 for the Vikings on the loss of 1.
So instead of gaining 1, he'll lose 2 officially. 2nd and 12, 7:46 and counting to go here in the third quarter of play. The Vikings will break huddle, send 2 receivers near side I formation with Swenson out of the shotgun. And he'll hand it off to Heinrich. Heinrich spinning, pushing, and he'll be, looks like he got up to about the 3-yard line before forward progress was stopped.
I think we're at the 8-yard line, just 7-yard line.
So the
it'll be 3rd and 6. Vikings could pick up a first down on the 1-yard line with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
And they'll hand it off, and I believe that, well, wait, no, it was a fake handoff, and was it, I think, what was it Swenson who had the ball? Or?
Yep, Jorgen Swenson on the fake handoff there, and charges into the end zone. Contact was made probably at the 5-yard line, but Jorgen Swenson just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing, and ends up picking up 7 yards for a touchdown.
PAT attempt to the best of our knowledge. Sunram up. It may have been partially blocked, but it got through anyway. How about that?
PAT is good.
35-0 in favor of the Vikings on a 7-yard touchdown run by backup quarterback Jorgen Swenson, who's done a fantastic job here taking the starting role tonight here against the Bulldogs. More on that when we return. 35-0 on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Kickoff in 30.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Kickoff. And we are back. 35-0 in favor of the Kindred Vikings here over the Sargent County Bulldogs on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard with 6:16 to go here in the there we go. That's the correct time. 6:16 to go. And the kickoff. It's a low kickoff. Hops at about the 35. Eventually picked up at the 20. And trying to get through some blue jerseys there. Forward progress stopped at about the 28-yard line.
Got a flag on the play as well. So Nick Hansen picks up the ball. Returns maybe 7-ish yards. And I think that might even come back a little bit further. Going to be holding against the Bulldogs.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of that foul.
Well, we're going to have continuous running clock here now in the third quarter with the Vikings up by 30.
From the own 12-yard line, 1st and 10.
6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, and I believe that once he punches it in, we should be rolling.
Yeah, clock should start on the snap here, and then that'll be the last time the clock stops, with the exception of timeouts, scoring plays, and injuries.
Got a loss on the play, Nicholas Hansen on the wide receiver end around, and Bulldogs are going to start now 2nd and 12 on their own 10-yard line.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Well, we talked about all the excitement for homecoming week here in Kindred, and the Vikings football team has come out and played really good. Sargent County is a very good football team. They have a nice program that's done some really remarkable things over the past. Eric Olson has done a really nice job as the head man. Again, they've been to 2 state championships and done a nice job. Kindred Vikings seem to be really getting comfortable now in that defensive line as they continue to push the Bulldogs back here. It'll be 3rd down and real long.
Yeah, 3rd and 17, I believe.
3rd and 17 for the Bulldogs.
Yep, PA announcer will agree with me. 3rd and 17. Just inside 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Once again, we have a running clock now with the score 35-0. If the Bulldogs score, the running clock would go back to a normal start and stop clock at that point. And they'll fire over the middle, and that is caught. Nice play there, and he'll bring it up over the 31-yard line on the reception for the Bulldogs, Braxton Hammond.
Yeah, Braxton Hammond, excellent catch there. The tight end just going straight down the middle. And Avery McFarland does a really nice job of, again, threading the needle, and a really nice throw and catch there by the Bulldogs coming off of 3rd and long. That's what they need. I mean, they need to make this a good, effective drive and continue to pick up some yardage. Great throw and catch there by McFarland and Hammond.
Yeah, the Kindred defense has been tough, but the moments that McFarland has shined, he has shined, and he's one guy that I would keep my eyes on if I was a college coach. I would definitely be interested in having him on my team, that's for sure.
Well, he's very efficient, as we talked about earlier. He's taken the reins and been a big leader for the Bulldog team. He can run the ball, he can pass the ball. He looks like he's managing this team real good at the quarterback position, and we've seen, no doubt, some real nice throws from him that have threaded a pretty tight needle.
3:30 and counting now. McFarland works out the shotgun again. He'll hand it off, and the blue is right there. I have how they got there without being off sides is remarkable to me.
Yeah. Blake Hushka leads the pack there. He's having a big week. Let me tell you, muscle volleyball, that guy was serving like crazy. He's maybe the highlight of muscle volleyball this week. Gets in there now and says, I want to be known for something else other than just my serves. One of the guys that does a fantastic job for the offensive and defensive line, Blake Hushka. Fun to see him get a nice tackle there.
Muscle volleyball, is that like the equivalent of powder puff football or what?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
just making sure. I'd never heard that term before. That's another nice, an almost nice pass. It was dropped there, and you can see a little frustration from Hammond.
Yeah, Hammond, I think that's a ball that he would definitely like to have back. Avery McFarland does a great job of throwing on the run, and Braxton maybe bummed out there that he didn't make that catch. 4th and 9 for the Bulldogs from the Viking 38-yard line.
And a shout out to our PA announcer for having Now That's What I Call Music 51 on standby. I remember when I bought the Now 2 CD. So I believe that ball's out right around the 44.
Vikings will get the ball here. You know, worth noting here, Mike, we've been giving shouts out, but today is the 60th anniversary of Roger Maris hitting his 61st home run. October 1st, 1961, Roger Maris hit his 61st home run, and kind of a cool story. The next day, my dad was born, and his name is Roger Almaris.
Nice.
So I give a shout out to my dad. He's watching in Grafton, and he turns 60 years old tomorrow, so happy birthday, Dad. And I always remember your birthday because it's the day after Roger Maris hit his 61st home run.
And if you're in the Grafton area there, as the ball is carried by Kylan Swenson, and you need a haircut, just go to Roger's Corner Cut.
That's a good little plug for my dad. He's the only guy who's cut my hair.
I've had several cut my hair. I wish I could say the same, but I love the loyalty. Second down and 10, or second and 9, second short 10, whatever you want to call it. And they'll plow ahead here, about maybe 4-yard gain on that one, as it brings it up to, looks like the 46, so it's officially a gain of 3, and bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 46.
I just heard an update in Southeast Region. Oaks is leading Lisbon 14-0.
That would be, has Lisbon lost yet this year?
Yes, they have.
Okay, they have.
There's kind of a battle right now. It looks like the Vikings will be the 1 seed in the Southeast. Central Cass will be the 2. And there's a battle between Lisbon, Sargent County, and Oaks for that 3 and 4 spot. 2 of those teams will make it, and 1 will not.
And a snap that was picked up by Swenson in the backfield, and it will result in a loss of about 2. Should set up 4th down and approximately 8.
Yeah, so Sargent County fans, I'm sure they're taking a good look at that. They play Lisbon next week at home, and then they answer with Oaks to end the season. And we had kind of said earlier the Bulldogs probably need to win one of those games and will more than likely punch their ticket into the playoffs. Oaks beating Lisbon, or not beating, but leading them right now. That score has certainly not gone final, so 14-0 Oaks beating Lisbon might be a little bit of a surprise.
All right, and that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Your score on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard: the Kindred Vikings 35, the Sargent County Bulldogs 0. 2 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter, a 52-yard run by Trey Heinrich and a 7-yard touchdown run by Jorgen Swenson. Brings us to the 35-0 score. We're back with the 4th quarter, I should say, in 30 seconds. All right, welcome back. It's 4th down and 8. And the punt is away. One hot.
Impressive punt there by Sunram. Lucas Klabundy there downing it, but there is a flag on the play. As we wait this flag, another score that I'm sure people are interested in is Hillsborough Central Valley taking on Langdon. Big matchup in the Northeast. Right now going into the 4th quarter, Hillsborough Central Valley is leading 21-7. So Hillsborough Central Valley up 21-7 in a big matchup in Northeast region play. More than likely, the 3rd place playoff team in the Southeast will be playing the loser of that game. That's a prediction. Of course, a lot of things can change, but that's the way it's looking as the way standings are wrapping up with this game and 2 left in the regular season.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. Is this the final home game for the Vikings?
This is the final home game for the Vikings.
I guess I should have known that. It was homecoming night tonight, so. But they still have 2 games left, I believe, in the regular season, both on the road to wrap things up.
Yep, the Vikings will travel to Lisbon next week, and then they finish off the year at Oaks.
That'll be 2 tough matchups for Kindred. I think they always say iron sharpens iron, and if Kindred come away with at least 1, if not 2 wins in those last 2 games, that one was tipped, and nobody able to pick up the interception there, but nice defense regardless for the Vikings.
Yeah, Ty Raisler there, showing that he can do more than just wear a crown. But yeah, the 3rd and 4th and 5th seed in the Southeast, I think, is going to be a big battle between Lisbon, Oaks, and Sargent County. So certainly you're going to see some good football at Lisbon, and you're going to see some good football at Oaks. Teams that I think are going to be very similar to this Sargent County team.
And not much there. Gets pushed back. Got what started at the 14, might be closer to the 10-yard line now. So it'll be 3rd down and about, it looks like they'll lost it 2, so 3rd and 11, we'll say.
For the Bulldogs.
Well, the Kindred Viking defense has really been impressive. They're what they've been able to do in the last few games and limiting points has been incredibly impressive. Talk more about that in a minute.
And a screen pass in the backfield is caught at the 14-yard line, and now he's up to close to the 20 as he takes a tumble out of bounds. On the reception there for the Bulldogs is Ryan Brouillard.
Jack Olson gets in on a tackle there, senior, incredibly hard worker, great young man. Fun to see him out there as he brings down a tackle. I was talking about that Kindred defense. The last game they played at Oak Grove, the defense did not allow a point, defeating Oak Grove 41-0. Game before that, Central Cass comes here and they goose egg them 37-0. And we continue on here in Kindred and see that that defense has continued to be very, very strong as they have yet to give up a point in the 4th quarter.
5-yard penalty will bring up 4th and 9.
5-yard penalty will temporarily stop the clock here with 9:53 to go in the 4th quarter, and now they'll restart the clock. Charlie Beaver along with Carter Schmitz back just behind their 40 to receive the punt. And they'll be and Schmitz got it, and he was brought down right away there, probably mark it at about the 48-yard line. And a nice tackle there by the Bulldogs' Nick Hansen.
He's been flying around the ball. We've mentioned his name a few times. Nick Hansen's had a good game. And real athletic and strong kid, makes a good play there on Carter Schmitz for no gain.
So the change of possession will stop the clock at 9:41, and
looks like there's 7 minutes and 24 seconds left in the Hillsborough Central Valley game against Langdon. Hillsborough continues to lead 21-7.
Shotgun snap, new quarterback in is Jack McDonald, and a flag on the play. The flag, I think there might be, I didn't see the penalty. I'm not sure if that's like holding on the Vikings or maybe if there was a face mask on the Bulldogs.
Looks like it's going to be against the Vikings.
And it will be holding.
Holding penalty on the Vikings.
A couple of a young talent here, or a couple of young talented kids in for the Vikings. Jack McDonald coming in as quarterback. Kylan Swenson is a young man that the Vikings are really excited about. I mentioned Jeremiah Doctor earlier. He's a junior, but dueling cross country, and the cross country team. Our cross country team in Kindred has over 40 kids out for cross country, and they've had some real impressive kids or performances out of guys like, well, we'll come back to that.
McDonald trying to scramble. He'll be brought down at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 on the play, and they'll bring up second down and 25, 26, 25 is what they'll put up on the scoreboard. So second down and long as far as we're concerned on your screen on your scoreboard there on the screen.
A few more young guys coming in for the Vikings, getting an opportunity here. Andrew Traum up top, Cameron Shortswalter to the left. Give goes to Kylan Swenson.
And Swenson will find a little bit of a seam to get up to about the 41-yard line, pick up a 4 on the play.
Kylan Swenson's a dangerous running back, no doubt. He's had a couple touchdowns throughout the year. He runs hard. He runs very hard, and just a freshman. He has a very bright future for the Vikings.
Third down, we'll call it a long 20.
He's going to give a little love to guys like Ethan Schaefer, Keaton Olson, doing a good job on the cross-country team. Peyton Getty, Allie Goodmanson, Kate Mailer, and Taryn Raisler. Taryn Raisler, the sister of Ty Raisler, having a really good year as well.
And he'll cut outside the numbers, and he's brought down out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And if they do mark it at the 47, it's a pickup of 6 on the play. And it'll bring up 4th and 13, make it 4th and 14.
Move under 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Just inside 7.5. And the punt is away.
Very nice punt by Riley Sunram.
That's taken at the 17. Cut to the outside there, trying to get by a few defenders, and he's brought down at the 30 as he slides out of bounds there. Looks like primarily on the tackle there for the Vikings was Jeremiah Doctor.
Another update out of that Hillsborough Central Valley game. Hillsborough Central Valley has now given up a touchdown, so it's 21-13 with 6 minutes left. Once again, Hillsborough 21, Langdon 13 with about 6 minutes left in the game.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Hillsborough holds on for a win, wouldn't that snap like a 44-game win streak or something close to that number for Langdon?
Yeah, they've had an impressive run. I don't know exactly what it is, but no doubt Langdon has had a heck of a run, and yes, that would be a big win for Hillsborough Central Valley.
I do believe it's at 44, give or take 1 on that win streak for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. I remember in our week 4 scoreboard, I think it was at 41, so we're in week 6 right now, right? Week 7? I don't know, something like that. So it's right around that 43, 44 game win streak mark that's on the line up there between the Cardinals and the Burros.
Run by number 9, Michael Hoisted. Gains 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
A game that's a big game, no doubt. But both those teams will make the playoffs. Both those teams will more than likely make it deep into the playoffs. They're both 2 very good football teams. So playing for seeding and bragging rights, pride, and a big record, a big streak as well.
Screen pass in the backfield, and he doesn't get much after the completion. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. No, he actually lost about 3 yards on that.
Cameron Schwartzwalder with a nice job on an open field tackle.
Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 10.
Again, there's some young guys in here right now, but I would be surprised if these guys are thinking they do not want to give up a touchdown. I can promise you that right now. They're playing for pride, and they do not want to they want a goose egg on the board at the end of the night.
Well, they are about 5 minutes away from possibly doing that, and that may have just ended that.
Yep.
You just jinxed it, Josh. Roman into the end zone for the Bulldogs is Luke Martinson. That is a 70-yard touchdown pass for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, very, very good catch there by Luke Martinson. He does a nice job of hanging onto that ball and turning it. Vikings just can't get there in time, and unfortunately for the Vikings, that defense doesn't keep their streak going.
What was is that 11 quarters now, or where that was snapped, or?
Yeah, I would say 11 quarters unofficially. Talked to Coach Burgad. I'm sure he would know exactly where they're at.
So it's a 70-yard touchdown pass here for the Bulldogs. They're going to go for two. And that one is nearly intercepted as it's swatted out of the air there by Hunter. Is that Bindus? Is that how you say it?
Yes, that's right. Michael Hoisted there at quarterback does a nice job of staying patient in the pocket, just misses his target.
We'll be back with the kickoff here in 30 seconds. Now, all right, we welcome back. 35-6. 35-6 here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard on a 70-yard touchdown reception by Luke Martinson. Just as Josh was talking about keeping a 0 on the board, and I think I'm not gonna throw you under the bus, Josh. I said they had about 5 minutes to do it, and that's when the play happened. So I think that one officially goes into the books as me jinxing it. So I apologize to the Vikings fans.
Yeah, I can take the brunt of that too. I've gotten I get some good feedback from people who are, sometimes they give me their opinion and I don't even have to ask for it.
So you've gotten text messages in the last 2 minutes is what
well,
you're saying?
I do have to give a shout out to Cole Campbell. He's another big part of the cross country team, and I missed him. Cole Campbell, an excellent runner, multi-sport athlete who does a lot of really good things. So, but yeah, as far as the jinx goes, we can take the brunt of that one together, Mike.
All right, works for me. I'll buy you a pizza, you buy me a pizza. We call
that
it
sounds
even.
good. Then we'll make sure that you don't forget my name next time too either. It's like we hang out all summer together and get plenty of time in the clubhouse. You'd think by now.
Hey, at least I got the J right, and I'm not calling you by your son's name. I'm just mixing up your son's name with the J.
That's right.
So I'm getting closer.
Jack McDonald with the carry. Tackled by number 54, Colin Olson. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10, Vikings.
I want to say hi to Jim. He says, thanks for the broadcast. It's appreciated. Jolene says it's nice to have some football to listen to, or in the case of Magnitude Sports, watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that you've been doing for the area, Mike. It's really exciting to have Magnitude Sports be a part of it.
And this will be right up the middle, and he's got some room. They're going to try and get those points back, but he's brought down inside the 30 at about the 29, losing his helmet. And on the carry there was, actually, I don't think the carrier was the helmet loser, was it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Jack McDonald.
Jack McDonald with a great run. As I talked about, there's some freshmen on this football team that are very excited to get any opportunity that they have. Jack McDonald is one of them. Here comes Isaac Spellhog. He's going to run the offense here. I had mentioned Kylan Swenson's name. There's a whole bunch of young freshmen here that are very excited about their opportunities, and the future of Kindred football continues to be bright. In addition, not only what they're going to do this year, but with this freshman class.
So we cracked the eggs on 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. A 35-6 lead for the Kindred Vikings on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard, and sneaking ahead, falling forward in front of the 25 there on the carry was Hunter Bindus.
Hunter Bindus, another one of the freshmen, getting an opportunity to run the ball here this evening. Rain continues to fall a little bit, just a little drizzle kind of all throughout the game. Been nice, comfortable weather here in Kindred for homecoming Friday. 62 degrees the temperature still reads, so
that's better than well, I think it was more on the Minnesota side where we had games in the snow in November after that whole flip-flop from spring to fall, but it's certainly a lot warmer now than it was last football season. Breaking a tackle and going into the end zone, it's Bindus, and it's a 24-yard touchdown run.
Hunter Bindus does an excellent job there, just keeping his feet running. Like I said, these young freshmen, they want to prove what they're able to do, and Hunter Bindus, what a fun thing for him to have to experience here. First varsity touchdown, and he does so in impressive format. Just keep those legs churning, Hunter. Congratulations to Hunter Bindus on scoring for the Vikings for the first time.
A 20, what did I say that was? 28, 24?
We'll go 28.
All right, 28-yard touchdown run for Hunter Bindus, and now the kick is a little low.
Kick is no good. Score remained 41-6. Vikings continue to leave. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
All right, we'll be back in 30 seconds here with the kickoff right after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. 228, excuse me, to go here in the fourth quarter, and Hunter Bindus on a 28-yard touchdown run puts the Vikings up 41-6 here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard.
Quick update, Hillsborough Central Valley has scored again. They now lead 28-13, under 2 minutes left in the game. Looks like that one is going to go in the favor of Hillsborough Central Valley over Langdon.
Well, if that does hold up, congrats to the Burros. Big win, bragging rights, snapping a 40-plus game winning streak for the Cardinals. And, you know, earlier when you reported that score and the Cardinals got a touchdown, they were within one score, and it looked like they may have had an opportunity to come back in that one, but now that opportunity seems a little bit less likely.
Yes, and another score I know people are looking, and we'll try to get an update on that one, is the Oaks and Lisbon. That has implications for Sargent County fans. Oaks and Lisbon. Last we reported it was Oaks up on Lisbon 13-0, so we'll try and get an update on that game as well.
Hillsborough Central Valley will be the one to finally end the streak of the Langdon Cardinals, as we have.
So it is Michael Hoisted, I believe, is the quarterback here for the Bulldogs.
Yep, Michael Hoisted now taking the reins, and I believe he had the touchdown pass earlier.
Yep.
We didn't give him credit for that earlier, but a nice pass by him for the touchdown for the Bulldogs.
A 70-yard rocket down the field to Luke Martinson. And it was about from this point in the field, too, maybe about 5 yards back when they scored that touchdown. Just inside 2 minutes to go now here. And Vikings will add another W to their season record and here in about a minute or so. And I think he fumbled it and got picked back up on the carry there. I believe it was Peyton Berg, a sophomore.
Yeah, I was trying to see which lineman for the Vikings got in on that tackle and did a great job of disrupting that run. I didn't see exactly who it was, so I apologize. It might have been Andrew Haley. Looked like he had shot a pretty good gap and gotten in there. Andrew Haley, again, one of the freshmen for the Vikings. Runs a high motor, Andrew Haley does. He's a fun kid to have in the hallways at Kindred High School.
Now inside a minute to go. And the low snap, and they're going to look to pass again, and that one's going to be intercepted. It is picked off by Jeremiah Doctor, and Doctor will give the ball back to the Vikings, and one snap, maybe two, and this one will be done.
Well, Jeremiah Doctor does a good job of sealing that interception. Now, it's worth saying, I think he thought he was going to intercept the one that Luke Martinson took to the house.
Yeah.
He looked like he thought that ball was going to get overthrown. Luke Martinson takes it in for the touchdown. This time, Jeremiah does a good job of recognizing that ball was thrown well over the head of the receiver, and he catches it. That should officially do it for the Vikings as they send out Jorgen Swenson, a young man who had a great football game today. Got asked to replace Max McQuillan, an outstanding quarterback, and he gets to take the ball in the best formation in football.
Victory formation, and kneel down will start the clock running here. 44 seconds and counting. They'll have to snap it one more time to officially wrap up the victory on this one here over the Bulldogs.
Well, actually, they don't have to do it one more time, but they're going to just for good nature.
Oh, yeah, okay. My apologies. The play clock, I had my play clock and game clock flip-flop there. So that will bring us 20 seconds away from an official final. We'll go ahead and make it an official final. 41-6 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. And it was a fun one as the teams line up and shake hands. And for the Sargent County Bulldog fans who tuned in to watch the game, you know the scoreboard wasn't the way you were hoping it'd be, but we hope that you enjoyed the broadcast nonetheless here on Magnitude Sports. For myself, for Josh Almares, for Bryce Whipple, thanks so much for joining us. We'll come back with a post-game show here, go over our final thoughts, and wrap this one up in a couple minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Untamed. It's the honest, hard-working, all-grit lifestyle of the farmer. The strength of a seed that doesn't bow down to the endless trials of Mother Nature. And at Mustang Seeds, it's the family values that have been upheld for over 55 years. It's untamed. It's Mustang Seeds. Contact Clay Erdman at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com today.
All right, welcome back. A 41-6 victory here for the Kindred Vikings here on homecoming night over the Sargent County Bulldogs. It all started back in the first quarter on a 5-yard touchdown run by Trey Heinrich to make it 6-0. Extra point was good, 7-0 at that point. Next possession, it would be Jorgen Swenson connecting on a 40-yard rocket into the hands of Chase Miller on the near sideline, into the end zone on the right side of your screen there to make it 13-0. Point after by Jordan Sunram was good to make it 14-0. And then on the next possession of the first quarter, a 26-yard touchdown pass from Jorgen Swenson into the hands of Jacob Hyatt to make it 20-0. The extra point would not be successful, and it would be 20-0 at the end of the first quarter. Neither team would score in the second quarter, and 20-0 would be our score at the halftime break in favor of the Kindred Vikings. We'd move into the third quarter of play, and I believe it was on the first or the second possession. I forgot to write it down. A 52-yard touchdown run on either the first or second possession of the third quarter for Trey Heinrich to. It was on the first possession.
Yep, that was on the first possession of the third quarter.
First possession of the third quarter. Trey Heinrich on a 52-yard touchdown run to make it 26-0. They would set up Sunram for the extra point attempt, but then Swenson would take the snap and they would fake it, turn it into a 2-point conversion. Swenson would find Klabundi into the end zone for the 2-point conversion to make up for the missed extra point from earlier, and at that point it was 28-0 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Fast forward a couple possessions later, and Jorgen Swenson and the Vikings would reach the 7-yard line, and on a little fake handoff play, Jorgen Swenson would push a whole bunch of blue and white jerseys combined into the end zone. It would result in a 7-yard touchdown run. Sunram good on the extra point, 35-0 at that point in favor of Kindred. That score would hold to the end of the third. We'd move into the fourth quarter, and 35-0. And the Sargent County Bulldogs would get on the board. A 70-yard rocket out of the hands of freshman quarterback Michael Hoisted on a connection with Luke Martinson down the near sideline. He would roam into the end zone untouched. Extra point would be unsuccessful. It would be 35-6 in favor of Kindred on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard at that point. And then a couple of possessions later, the Kindred Vikings would strike again. It would be a 28-yard touchdown run by freshman Hunter Bindis to make it 41-6. Extra point attempt no good, and as you can see on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard, that would be the final scoring play of the night. In your final score, the Kindred Vikings pick up the 41-6 victory. Josh, your thoughts on this outcome here?
Well, before I get to those, I'll just update for those football fans out there. Hillsborough Central Valley has officially knocked off Langdon. They did defeat them 28-13. And another big game, and especially the Southeast, was Oaks and Lisbon. Oaks has officially knocked off Lisbon 14-8. So some games that have some implications there. My thoughts on the game, the Kindred Vikings, they are a team that wants to go deep into the playoffs. They are a team that thinks they have a chance at winning the state championship. They played like it tonight. I mean, there was a lot of excitement and energy throughout the week with homecoming. It's the final home game of the regular season. Vikings certainly look like they're set up to host a playoff game now. Every aspect of their game looks strong. Offense looked great. Jorgen Swenson did a fantastic job under center. Big shout out to him and what he was able to do. But the offensive line did a great job of stepping up to the challenge and making sure Jorgen was comfortable. Trey Heinrich did what Trey Heinrich does, and a lot of really good things from the offensive side. Defensively, the Kindred Vikings, they just continue to do fantastic things. Defensively, they're bending a little bit, but they just refuse to break. And had an outstanding game, and then special teams wise, they did a nice job as well. Sargent County fans, continue to be in the hunt for the playoffs. You guys have a very, very good team. Your program has done some remarkable things over the year, like we had talked about, making it to state championship in 2010 and 2013. There's some big games coming for Sargent County versus Lisbon and versus Oaks. Best of luck to Sargent County as they take on those two teams. And like we had said, if they can win one of those, which I certainly think that they can, then they'll punch their ticket to the playoffs in 11-man Class B football.
In other action on Magnitude tonight, last report, 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Fergus Falls Otters leading 13-7 over the Perham Yellow Jackets. If that game hasn't gone final, you can catch the conclusion of that game coming up here in just a moment as we end our broadcast. But we're going to end our broadcast shortly because I don't know about you, Josh, but I got to be up early. We have a volleyball match at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we're looking forward to that. It'll be a long day of volleyball. tomorrow, as we'll have that Barnesville volleyball invite. You can see all the matchups there, scheduled for our 15-minute matches back-to-back. There'll be like maybe 3-4 minutes between matches there, and not much time to do a whole lot between matches. So we'll be on all morning and all afternoon with volleyball, and then tomorrow afternoon we'll do a feature presentation of the North Border Eagles and Center Stanton Wildcats junior high football game at 4 o'clock. And we'll follow that up with the 6 o'clock matchup between the number 1 North Border Eagles and the number 2 Center Stanton Wildcats. Both of those teams undefeated. Both of those teams averaging about 60 points per game in every game this season. That should be a fun one that you'd want to watch. I wouldn't be a bit surprised that the final score of that one was like 80-70. That's going to be a fun game to watch. So we're certainly looking forward to that. You can dig deeper. Next time we'll see the Kindred Vikings will be on Monday. Brad Anderson will have the call from Fargo South High School as the Bruins will host the Kindred Vikings in a Class A versus Class B volleyball matchup. And then some more Vikings. You can dig deeper into that schedule for all the other upcoming Viking games here on Magnitude Sports. And you can catch the games on demand, too, at our website at msportsnet.com. It's time now to select our Clay Erdman Mustang Seeds Player of the Game. And as we bring it back to our final score here, that's the wrong button. 41-6 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. You know, I look at the scoring summary. Trey Heinrich had a couple of touchdowns. Jorgen Swenson had a couple of touchdown passes. A few other players with some good plays. But those are my nominees. Who did you select for your Clay Erdman Mustang Seeds Player of the Game, Josh?
Well, I decided to go with Jorgen Swenson. He had 2 passing touchdowns. He had a rushing touchdown. He was put in a position that, you know, there's plenty of high school kids that would have felt uncomfortable in this position, but Jorgen Swenson did a great job. I give a shout out to Max. Max McQuillan is a great mentor, and you know, it'd be fun for Max to sit on the sidelines and see what Jorgen is able to do and know that you had a part in that. Now, no doubt, there's nothing fun about sitting on the sidelines like Max had to do.
Yeah.
But Jorgen did a great job. He's an excellent athlete. He's a multi-sport athlete, plays football, basketball, track, and baseball, which we love in Class B. He's a strong kid, and I think that just with all things considered, Jorgen Swenson didn't surprise me one bit tonight, but I think he's the player of the game based on the performances that he put forth tonight for the Kindred Vikings.
Absolutely agree with that. You couldn't have said it any better than I could have. I mean, coming in, taking over that starting role, and just, you know, like you said, two long touchdown passes of 40 yards and 26 yards. He had that rushing touchdown in the third quarter. I absolutely agree with that. Congratulations to Jorgen Swenson, the junior, for picking up our Clay Erdman Mustang Seeds Player of the Game. Well, that'll do it for Bryce Whipple, who's already taken off. Thank you so much, Bryce, for working the scoreboard and graphics for us today. Josh, thanks for joining me today. It's always a blast hanging out with you and calling these Kindred Vikings games for you with you. And you know, now that you've done 2 on the roof and 1 from inside here due to the rain, do you think you still like the roof a little bit better or what?
Oh yeah, the roof is way better, and like we said earlier, we could have endured the roof and been in the rain. It's just maybe the electrical equipment.
Yeah.
That would have been a little problematic, but yeah.
At 8 o'clock this morning, it was supposed to be a 70% chance of like large raindrops, and then at 5 o'clock this afternoon, when I woke up from my power nap on the couch, it was down to a drizzle, and I'm like, we'll go inside, just see how it works out. So, but yeah, once again, your final score here: the Kindred Vikings 41 and the Sargent County Bulldogs 6. Your player of the game goes to Jorgen Swenson. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon on Monday for Kindred Vikings volleyball when they go to Fargo South to the Bruins Den to take on the Bruins in a Class A versus Class B volleyball matchup. We'll have it for you live here at 7 o'clock Monday night, October 4th. Brad Anderson will be on the call because that's my birthday, and I'm going to go to the Wild Avalanche game.
You
instead.
need it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the break. A lot of good people are born in October. My dad, you, and me, so that's 3 of us.
That's awesome. Well, we might have to go celebrate our birthdays together on like a day that's in between our 2 birthdays then. If you're
Sounds
cool.
like a plan.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.